Hello, it's me. I'm again here with you, and now it's time to solve not the corners, because there is a piece that I haven't solved before in the last video. That is the center. As you can see here, for example, this huge center um, doesn't belong to this other part of the center, because this little piece here is a center. So, and also in this case, also here, this part is several for this. So this blue and red is opposite to this blue and red huge piece. So we have only to do this rotation to solve this center. But before to do this rotation, okay, if I change these two petals with these two reds proceeding in this way and in this way, I can now rotate this little center, this huge center, and now the petals will remain the same. But I haven't solved the corners before, because doing this rotation I have changed the position of some parts of the corners. So it's really important for me at the moment to solve also these centers for first. So here the center is composed, while here we have the same problem. So I need to place all the red petals in the same face of this center. So I have this red here that can be exchanged with this. So doing a double jumbling, it can be placed easily there. Okay. And then, so I see this red that can be changed with this, and this belong in the same orbit of this part. So I'm gonna do the double jumbling. Okay, and now I can easily place this petal. Now I have to place here another red. I have seen that this red can go here. Okay, and look at me, this can be changed with this, but this can be changed also with this piece. And now I can do the double jumbling to place here a red. I can wait to finish this puzzle, and this can be turned back in position. Okay, so now I am ready to rotate this shallow face and to complete the center. So done, this is not done, and this is not done. So I have to do the same kind of thing. I have to place here a red that I have here, so I have only to rotate this face. I have only to place the red in, and in this other axis, I have this red that can change this green. So all these reds can help me solving this puzzle. But I want to remember you that this puzzle is a master. So we have 30 axes of rotation. Okay. So it's a master face turning, because this puzzle can be a face turning puzzle. So face turning of 30 faces. So it's a face turning rhombic triacontrahedron, because here we have the rhombic center. So the flat face will be a rhombic puzzle. So it's a rhombic triacontrahedron, a master face turning triacontrahedron. And there, if we have a puzzle like this in a basic shape, we can find some parities in the last layer, because you don't have any equal piece. So now I want to solve here a red, so I need to place in this place a red that can be changed with this, and then it can go there. I've seen that Euxine has made a icosahedron, a petal icosahedron, and a petal icosahedron plus. But then when I received that puzzle, you will see with me that that puzzle is an helicopter dodecahedron in a shape mode of a icosahedron. So now I have solved this other center, and now finally we have to solve this last center, placing all the reds in. Okay, here I need a red that can be easily placed, exchanging these two faces, these two petals. It's so fun, the world of twisty puzzles. We can play around and you can solve a lot of puzzles, only understanding the real basic puzzle that you have in your hand. So this is now a face that I can solve only rotating this face. Okay. So now all my centers are in. Now the question is, how can I solve the corners? I want to show you an algorithm. Here you have some stickers problem with this orange that I can replace. So for the corners, which algorithm do I have to use? I want to do some mid rotation in this case, so this rotation here, and then a shallow rotation here, then again a inner rotation here and a shallow rotation here. Okay, so we have generated a pure free cycle for all these parts. Okay, but the piece that I need to solve is now this part of the petal, this purple piece, or this part of the corner. So this part of the corner and this part of the corner, which is two-side rhombic piece. Okay, I can solve also this part. So doing this algorithm for first, proceeding with the right side, and then isolating this piece, because this piece is now isolated. Exchange it with this, and then turning back the turning that I have done. So doing this shallow, inner, shallow, and inner, and then turning back this rotation. I have generated a pure free cycle for these three. I can see petals, but they are part of the corner, central part of the corner. Okay, and in particular, this purple piece comes here, this orange comes here, and this light blue piece goes here. Okay, so I can do it for another couple of times to solve again that part. So doing inner rotation, then shallow rotation, inner rotation, shallow rotation, then doing again this setup move, then turning back, as you can see, now the pieces have been rotated again, and finally with the last algorithm, this orange will be here, this light blue here, and this purple here. So doing inner, shallow, inner, shallow. Then again, isolating this piece, then shallow, inner, shallow, and inner. And finally turning back. As you can see, all the parts are again in position. But now I can do the same kind of thing also to cycle these parts. So doing again inner, shallow, inner, shallow, then doing only this inner turning of this face, because that part is isolated. And then proceeding with the, again, shallow, inner, shallow, inner. And then turning back. As you can see, I have generated a pure free cycle for these three parts. And in particular, now it's really easy. The piece that was here is now here. The piece that was here is now here. And this part comes here. Okay? So I have to follow this huge face, this huge center. And these two pieces will walk in this way. So a clockwise rotation of these three pieces, and I have to see this part of the corner, so in down. So doing again for another couple of times the same algorithm. And then doing again this rotation, then again shallow, inner, shallow, inner. Okay, and then doing again, all the pieces will be again in position. So inner, shallow, shallow, inner, shallow. Then again this rotation, then shallow, inner, shallow, inner. All the pieces are now in. So this is my strategy to solve this monster. And now I want to see which piece do I want to, from which piece do I have to start. I can apply all the algorithm also with the left side, proceeding with this left rotation for first, and then doing a setup move with the right. So. What do I have to do? I want to choose one corner that I need to solve for first. So the strategy also to rotate the corners is always the same as a curvicopter. If you remember, for a curvicopter you have to rotate the faces. For a helicopter dodecahedron you have to rotate the faces all around. So the strategy is the same. I want to see if I find this is here, let's see here, so this is in. Okay, so I want to complete this corner. I have one piece that is in. Now I need to solve here this two-sided part. So I need a yellow and red that I can see here. But this yellow and red that is different from this one, because this has the same color, and when it rotates, as you can see, it has different color from this piece. And I have also scrambled this corner that I don't want to scramble. So I want to put this part, or again here, because I can generate a free cycle. I have a free cycle for this, and this piece here and down. So if I rotate this corner up to when this part comes down here, I can apply the algorithm to place it here. And this is what I want to do. So this piece needs to be rotated with a clockwise rotation. So this means that this part, to rotate this part with a clockwise rotation, I have to do a counterclockwise rotation of this corner. So this is what I want to do. So rotation, rotation, rotation. Before to do a rotation, I have turned this corner that was here, and I want to put it back. And then I can place it there. And as you can see, this piece is now in position. So now I have the algorithm to rotate this part here, this part here, and this part here. But if I do this setup move here, when this piece comes here, it will be correct. So my algorithm is always the same. I have to do inner, shallow, inner, shallow. Then I have to do only the inner rotation as a setup, and then I have to do a shallow, inner, shallow, and inner, and then this part I can go back. And as you can see, now I have placed here a red and yellow. Now I need to find a pink and yellow. Pink and yellow, that is here, yes, it's correct. But if I rotate this part with a clockwise rotation, so I have to do another counterclockwise rotation of this corner, it can go here again, next to this one. So that now I have rotated. I want to do the clockwise rotation, but this can be turned back here. Then I want to continue the rotation of this corner. And now this part is now here. Now I have also and now I want to show you the algorithm with the left side. In this case, this part can go here, it will be correct. This piece can go here, and we'll change this part. But before to do that, if I rotate this corner, because I see here a green and white, with a green and white position here, we'll go with the white there. It will be also correct, maybe. Yes. So I want to rotate this corner out with a clockwise rotation. In fact, there will be. So clockwise rotation, I have to do a counterclockwise rotation of this corner. I want to do this kind of rotation. Now I have to pay attention with these two corners. So this will be here, this will be here, and this will be here. Now I have to turn back this corner and this corner that I have rotated temporarily. Okay, and now look at me. This part, this yellow and pink will go here, and will solve this part. This white and green will go here, and will solve also this part. So I want to do the algorithm with the left, so you have to do inner, shallow, inner, shallow. Now mid rotation, inner, then again shallow, inner, shallow, inner, and finally I have to rotate this part. Here this corner looks completed. Okay. Now before to complete this part, I want to try to solve all these internal faces, all these external pieces. Okay. So the piece that I need here is here, so I want to complete this part. I need to place here a red and white. That is it's this piece here. And as you can see, this part, I'm going to put this corner that I completed safely there. As you can see, it's now in the same orbit of my pieces, because you know my algorithm. So this piece will go here, this will go here, and this will go here. So if I rotate this corner in this way, this piece will go here, this here, and this part, this red and white that I need, will be here. So again, with the left side, inner, shallow, inner, shallow, and only inner of the right side, then shallow, inner, shallow, inner. So you can see this piece is now solved, and then again back this inner face. And contemporarily, I have also solved this part, so this piece wasn't the piece to insert here, because as you can see, I solved this part, and this is wonderful. Okay. Now I need to solve the real piece that I need here, that I can see here, and it's now here, and it's perfect. So if I do the algorithm in this way, this piece will go here and will solve also this part. Wow! So this part will be completed here. This piece will go here, and this piece will go here and will complete also this corner. So now it's in the right side. So you have to do only inner, shallow, inner, shallow, then inner of the left side, and shallow, inner, shallow, inner, and then again back this rotation. As you can see, this corner is also completed as this one, and I have solved also one part of this corner. Okay, so now I'd like to solve here a blue and pink that is here, and it's perfect. I can use the right side, rotating the puzzle in this way. So this will complete this part. This red and blue will solve nothing, but I have here a piece that is that needs to be rotated, because here I have a piece that is already solved. So I want to rotate this part as I want, paying attention with these two corners. So I want to rotate this corner all around, paying attention with these two. Then I want to place it there again. So I want to put again the pieces back. So these two corners are again here. So this will be here, this will be here, and this will be here, with the right side. So inner, shallow, inner, shallow, then inner, then again shallow, inner, shallow, inner, and finally inner rotation. So you can see this piece is now solved. And now what do I need to place is so we have now these parts that needs to be solved. I need to place here a blue and red, and which is the real piece that I need to place? It's a piece in this position with a blue in the top and a red in the bottom. So it's here. This is the piece, and not this. This is the opposite. So this piece here. So now I want to pay attention. I want to rotate this corner. I want to rotate this piece that will go here. So this piece, how it needs to be rotated? I have to do a clockwise rotation to place it here. So clockwise means that I have to rotate counterclockwise this corner, paying attention with these two corners. So doing a counterclockwise rotation. I have rotated that corner. I have rotated that corner. So now I can place back in this corner and can place back also this corner here. And in conclusion, I wanna also rotate this corner here because this part will go here and we solve this part. This white and blue needs here a white and blue, so this piece needs to be rotated. How do I have to rotate it? With a counterclockwise rotation. So I have to rotate this part with a clockwise rotation, keeping safe this issue. I have rotate these two corners, and now this part it's there with the blue and white correctly placed. I want to put back these corners, and now I can apply my algorithm. Okay. So what do you have to do? It's only okay, now I want to do that. So I want to do inner shallow, inner shallow, inner in the right side, in the left side, shallow, inner, shallow, inner, and this part back. As you can see here, the corner that looks corner, and this part that is solved. So here we have only these two corners that needs to be solved. Okay. Okay. So I have placed here a piece that doesn't belong with these colors. So if here was there is this part, this is red and yellow, I have here another red and yellow that can confuse me. So I prefer to insert here pink and blue, because now to solve these last two corners I need to sacrifice a bit this part. So the piece to insert here, it's here. So I need to rotate this corner for first. How do I have to rotate it? I have to rotate it with a clockwise rotation. So I have to do a counterclockwise rotation of this corner to place it here correctly without to destroy this shoe. So I want to do this rotation, this rotation, this rotation, this rotation, and before to do this rotation I have to put this part back, then doing this rotation, and then I have to do again back this corner. So pink and blue, and yeah, we have the blue and red that I need to switch here. Okay, so this part belongs here and not here. Yes, maybe. No, it belongs here. Yes, because yes, the white down, and when it rotates down will be here, the white. Okay. So my goal now is to place here a piece to insert. So I have to do inner shallow, inner shallow. Okay, and then inner, you have to sacrifice a bit this part. They're doing shallow, inner, shallow, inner. and then rotate it back. Okay, so now I have here a white and red that belongs here, I have said. So I don't want to solve that part for now. I'd like to solve one of this part that is not correct. So this piece belongs here. And here I have this piece that belongs. So I want to rotate this part with this piece here. So I want to do a counterclockwise rotation. You have to do a clockwise rotation, keeping safe these two corners. Rotation, rotation. Before to do another rotation, I want to put back this part. Then rotation, rotation. I have rotated this corner. Okay, and then I want to put it back. Okay. Now I want to rotate this corner. How do you have to do that? With a counterclockwise rotation. So you have to do a clockwise rotation of this corner to put it correctly here. So clockwise, and I have to keep safe these two. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and then I want to rotate back these two before to destroy. Then 4 and 5. Okay. Rotations. And now, doing also this rotation here, I have now the possibility to place this green and yellow here. This part will go here, and this piece will go here. That will complete this part. Okay, it's not important. So I want to do that. I'm going to proceed with the right side, so I have to do inner, shallow, inner, shallow, then inner of the left side, then shallow, inner, shallow, inner. Okay, and then I want to turn back these parts. As you can see, I've solved this corner. This is not what do I want. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have a parity because I have only two pieces to swap. This is a parity. Okay, I don't wanna confuse myself. So I wanna rotate this corner with so it needs to be rotated here, so it's a counterclockwise. So I wanna do a clockwise rotation of this corner. Okay, and it's now here. So I have a case in where I can swap two of these parts, but I have to use also a jumbling maneuver. So I wanna repeat this turning, and then you will show with me how can I do that. So I have thought one thing. I can rotate this face directly here, and it will keep safe the structure of the corner here. So why not? If I place here 4 reds and here 2 same colors, I want to try to do some maneuver. So I want to place here a red, here a red, putting safe the corner. Okay. Here this other red. Okay. Here, here. So here you have another red to place. Perfect. And now here, I don't have anything. Here, yes. I want to do this double jumbling here. And corner again back there. It's quite challenging to keep the corners in. I'm going to do this rotation here. Then again putting the corner in. Yes, okay. Whew. So now I have a green that is this orbit and a green that is this orbit. So why not? How can I place there a green? Without to destroy. So you have put this part, but to insert here this corner, I want to do 2 double jumbling, and this corner will be here and this will be here. I want to do that. So I'm going to do this and this double jumbling in the right side and then in the left side. And then I can turn it there and voila, it's placed. Now we have another trick to do here. I want to insert this part. No. So this is the part to keep. This is the part to change. I insert here, but now I need to do the same kind of thing to switch these 2 corners, the same 2 double jumblings. So 1 in the right side and 1 in the left side. And voila. Now we can place it again in position and it's perfect. Now I want to do the double jumbling that I have done now with only a shallow. And again the double jumbling with only shallow. So doing only one double jumbling. So now, if I do the exchanges of the plus piece of this and this plus piece, this little triangle and this little triangle, maybe I can switch these two part of corners. So I'm gonna do this and this. Then exchanging these two parts, as you can see, keeping always these colors in the same orientation. Also, these parts will be rotated, and now turning back them, I have now the possibility to complete this part of corners. Yes. Okay. So now it's time to do the this flat part of corners. And to do that, I have to use the same strategy of before. So I have the possibility to change this part of corner with this part with this, and this part will be again here. So I want to place this red that is unsolved in this position. Or I want to see if I have some really easy cases. So I want to rotate this corner for first, as I want, because it has two blues. I want to put back this part. So I have this blue that will change this yellow. Now I need to place here a yellow piece. And it's here the corner to do. I'm gonna see this one. Here we have another yellow to solve. If it's better, no. So I'm not lucky. So this part needs to be rotated with clockwise rotation. So I have to do counterclockwise rotation without to destroy the issue. So the part is now in, but it's wrong. I have to do another clockwise rotation. Committed an error. Okay. So now we have the blue in blue, the yellow in yellow, and the white will be here. So I want to do with the right side, so inner, shallow, inner, shallow. Now I want to rotate only this shallow, and I have to do shallow, inner, shallow, inner, and then again shallow. And now this blue is solved, and this yellow, yellow is solved. Here we have a white piece, so I have only to rotate this corner up to when we have a white here. So it needs to be rotated with a clockwise rotation, so you have to do a counterclockwise rotation to put it correctly there. You have to destroy this corner that I'm going to put back there. Okay. Then we need a pink. Here we have a pink that is solved, but I need this part here that needs to be rotated to put the pink here clockwise, so I need to do a counterclockwise rotation without to destroy this shoe. 3, 4, and before to do 5 I have to do this rotation back, and now I can do the 5, the 5th rotation. Okay, so white in white, pink in pink, and green in green. It's a free cycle. Wow. So I have to do inner, shallow, inner, shallow, only shallow, then shallow, in, shallow, inner, and only shallow here. So this corner is now solved. Perfect. I want to continue with the other parts. So here I see a red, and here I need to rotate this part with a counterclockwise rotation, so you have to do a clockwise rotation to put it there correctly. I have to save this part that I have to remember to turn back. Okay, so this part will be here, this will be here. I have decided to do that, exchanging this red with this. This red here will solve this red. This blue will solve also this blue. Okay, so again, inner, shallow, inner, shallow, only shallow, then shallow, inner, shallow, inner, and only shallow back. Also this corner is now solved. I'm going to solve this last corner of this three. So I need here a red. Before to do that, okay, we can do that. So I want to place a red there. So this piece needs to be rotated with a counterclockwise rotation. So I need to do a clockwise rotation to put it there correctly. Before to do the exchanging, I have to put this piece back, and then I can do the exchanging. So red in red, dark green in, I can change another dark green if I want. See, one here that needs to be rotated counterclockwise. So doing a clockwise rotation of this corner without destroying the issue. I can solve all these parts. In fact, this red will solve the red, the green will solve again the green, and this green will solve also this green. Perfect. Now these pieces are equivalent, so I can exchange them without any problem. So inner shallow, I can turn the shallow here, then shallow, inner, shallow, inner. No, rotated. Okay, so now this corner is solved. Can do the algorithm also in the left side. So if I rotate this corner with a counterclockwise rotation, so doing a clockwise rotation of this corner, proceeding in this way without destroying this shoe. 3, 4, and before to do 5, I have to turn this piece back, and then I can do 5 fifth rotation. To rotate the corners, you have only to rotate for 5 times the corner, all around the face, the last face. So we have white in white, white in white, and yellow in yellow. And I'll solve all the corners because they are the last 2 pieces to solve. So now proceeding with the left, I have to do inner, shallow, inner, shallow, then only shallow, then shallow, inner, shallow, inner, and only shallow back. And as you can see, all the corners are solved. And now I have in my hand an helicopter dodecahedron, a regular helicopter dodecahedron. So if you know how to solve the helicopter dodecahedron, but I have to pay attention if I have some parities, because I have rotated, if you remember, the plus pieces, these parts, and I can have generated some parities. That one of them I have found when I have solved these parts. So maybe I have already solved that parity. So now, what do you have to do? I want to place. Oh, here I see. Here I see something that I didn't want to see. Now I see the problem with this petal that is rotated 180 degrees. Interesting. This puzzle is a really wonderful puzzle, but it has a lot of parities. Okay. So if now I do this rotation, yes, I have now finally solved the problem with the center. Okay, I don't know how I have done this parity, but I have solved it. Okay, so now we don't have any problem, so I can do my regular helicopter dodecahedron rotation. So I want to insert for first all the pieces in their orbit. So white in white, no problem with the rotation of this edge. Here I need a green. So I want to rotate this green, and I want to change the rotation of this white that is in orbit, but the red is not. So I can do that with red. Then I want to see. So this green is now in orbit. And I want to do the same thing. But I want to do that with this yellow, and as you can see, also the yellow will be in their orbit. Okay, so yellow in orbit. The white is also in orbit. Yes, in fact, it's here. It's not a problem to insert the white again back. So as you can see, when I do the double jumbling, everything that will rotate here will not change their orbit. So it's not a problem. While the only two pieces that change the orbits are these two opposite pieces. So I have to continue to put in orbit the green that, as you can see, changing this with this, it will be in orbit with here. But I want to change not the red, but this pink that I have here that is not in orbit. So the first step that you need to do is to place all the petals in orbit. Okay. So this yellow is in orbit. The only two pieces, no, three pieces are this, and this. So this has this orbit. Rotating this piece here, we don't have the right orbit of this yellow, because this yellow needs to enter here, because this is a yellow that I have already here. Okay. So doing this rotation, I'll change also yellow with yellow, so it's not correct. I need to place here a yellow. As you can see, this is my orbit, this is opposite, so I can turn it down, and I can swap these two to place the yellow in orbit. Okay. Now we have only two to fix. It is the blue and the pink. So the pink is here, while this one rotates, it's here. So doing the swapping in this position, swapping this red and this pink, I can have the pink in orbit. No problem with this white and green. They are always in orbit. So you can see this piece is in orbit. This is in orbit. Now the blue. I need to place this blue here. So I want to swap this with a red that I have here. Okay, so this will go here, and rotating it down, I can swap and I can fix also this blue. Okay. So now all the pieces are in orbit. So what I have to do is only to place as much pieces as possible. The blue, white, now the green. Okay, that's center rotated, but it's not correct, it's not wrong. And now the yellow. So when you have this case in where there is a piece that needs to be placed here, you have to do the double jumbling by this and this red, and this will fix this edge. So doing the double jumbling by these two reds, this can turn back, this can turn back, and this can turn back. Okay, so I have only to rotate this edge, and you know how to do that, only doing a twice double jumbling, one in the right side and one in the left side. Perfect. And now it's time to solve the corners. For the corners, I have an algorithm that will move this piece with this with this, and this with this. So now I'm going to only search from which piece do I want to start. I'm going to place here a green that belongs here. So this will be here, this will be here, and this will be here. And the algorithm to apply is always the same as a curvicopter. So you have to do F, R, B, R, F, R, B, and R. As you can see, this piece is solved, this is solved, and this is unsolved. Now doing the algorithm twice in this position, I can place these three pieces in place. So doing F, R, B, R, F, R, B, and R, then again F, R, B, R, F, R, B, and R. As you can see, we have placed all the pieces in place, and I don't have any parity. The parity can happen when you have two of this corner rotated and swapped with all these petals completely solved. And that parity can be solved only doing the exchanging by the two plus pieces in this way. Okay, then placing the pieces back, you will see that the corners will be fixed again. But here I don't have found this parity, because I have found other parities that I have never found. So it's wonderful for me to find new parities. Okay, so now we have the last 3 pieces to place. So for this last 3 orientation of these corners, I have to use an algorithm that will rotate this corner with a clockwise rotation, so we'll solve this part. And this corner will be rotated with a counterclockwise rotation, so it won't be solved. Okay, but it's not a problem because I have to apply the algorithm twice. This algorithm is really long, but if you look at me, you can solve it. You have to do so you have these 2 pieces to solve. Okay, you have to do for first this setup and this setup, and you need to see this corner in the left. You need to do 3 completed rotation of this corner. So you have to do 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 is again here, then 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, it's again here, and finally 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. Now I have to undo the setup, so I have to do again this rotation and this rotation. Okay. Now you have to do another 3 rotation of these corners. So you have to do 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, then 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and finally 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. Okay, nothing can happen up to now, but this piece, so this piece has been rotated. Now it's time to turn this piece. What do you have to do is now to change the pieces, and you need to see this corner here. You have to do again the setup with this and this, and you have to do the same kind of thing. So you have to do 3 rotation with this corner, so doing 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, then 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. And yeah, you have to undo again the setup, and they have to rotate again this piece with another 3 rotations. So doing 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, then 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. Okay, as you can see, now this corner has been rotated clockwise. Perfect. Now, to solve, I see here some stickers, but it's not a problem. I have a sticker replacement. Now, to solve the puzzle, I have to do this setup for first, because I see that this piece needs to be rotated with a counterclockwise rotation. So doing this rotation here, this piece can be rotated with a clockwise rotation and it will be solved, and this piece with a counterclockwise rotation and it will be solved. So this is now my last setup that I have to do, and doing again this algorithm, I'll solve my puzzle. So looking for first this corner, then doing this setup and this setup. I want to do 3 rotation of this corner, so doing 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, then 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, then 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. Then I'm doing the setups, then doing another 3 rotations, so the 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, then 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. Okay, so as you can see, this part is now solved. It is the one that it's rotated. Now look at this corner here, doing again the setup, doing again 3 rotations, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, then 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. I'm doing my setups and doing another 3 rotation of this corner, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, then 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. As you can see, this corner is also solved, so this one here is also solved. And now turning back this face, the Master Helicopter Dodecahedron Plus is now solved. I really hope you like this solving experience, and I can wait to see other pictures of scrambling this puzzle about you. And only for now, thanks for watching.